Welcome back. It's been a while.
2 weeks about. Week 8, I don't think we really touched on because this would have been before that, right?
What's that?
I don't think we've had an update since week 8, really. Like, we
Nope.
haven't really touched on week 8 at all, so.
A lot of movement on the field.
Yeah, leaderboards is kind of like the highlight right now because of how close we are to the end.
Yeah, let's take a look at the leaderboard here. All right, in MPO, we got Tyler Calzada in first. 151 putts made, 47% accuracy. We got second, Cody Miller, 134 putts made, 41% accuracy. And then we have Jamin in third, 129 putts made, 40% accuracy. Solid top three right there.
Yep. We were just saying, too. Seems like a large gap, but don't know what's going to happen for the next 3 weeks, so.
Yep. Tend to often forget that we have 2 drop weeks. Well,
Oh, it's 2, okay.
if you made it to all 12 weeks, right?
Right, otherwise
So,
it's the best 10.
Yeah, it just counts your 10 best weeks. So, yeah, be curious how everything shakes down. I'm rooting for, Tyler get his first victory out there.
He's been doing good all year.
Yeah, he's very solid out there on the putting green for sure. Same with Cody Miller and Jamin, all very good putters. Jamin's always been a good putter. Cody Miller, every once in a while I catch their card and I'll do some filming and stuff. But
He's been on point this year.
yeah, he really has. He's been when I need to find someone to make a shot on one hole.
Yeah.
We've been struggling to get some footage of.
Right.
Cody's the guy. Yeah, and on the FPO side of the field, we got Caitlin Clay, 71 putts made, 22% accuracy. Rachel, 62 putts made, 19% accuracy. Tied with, well, no, not tied. We have 61 putts made by Carly
In third, yeah.
in third, but also sharing that 19% accuracy.
So I'm sorry, I missed first place. What was the total for Caitlin?
Kate Clay, 71 putts made.
So it's still tight, actually, for the FPO.
Yep.
Wow. That'll be interesting.
It is. A lot of movement, and I'm looking forward to, the next few weeks, right? After that 10th week gets calculated in, and then going into week 11 and 12 as those drop weeks become a little bit more relevant in your overall placement on the field. So, again, on MPO and FPO both still kind of tight races. I mean, Tyler separated himself a
early.
good bit, which, before I pop into the junior field, it might be a good time to mention that The Switch, which is Tyler's band, and if you haven't heard them before, I mean, I had the privilege while working at Rock the Dock, and it was certainly enjoyable. So
Yeah, they're very fun.
yeah, for week 11, we have the Switch book, so Tyler will be out there canning putts and then banging it out on the drums.
I assume their little 15-minute break they take, he's going to probably try to get in his putting.
Yeah.
So I guess it depends on the timing of the set list, too, when they're starting and all
Yeah,
that.
I think it's 6 to 8, so that should
He'll
give
probably
him
get
plenty
him out of the
time.
time beforehand. So
Yeah. So yeah, we're all really excited about that. I mean, it seems like we get a lot of the music we get is pretty similar as far as the vibes in the tap room are concerned for putting league at least.
Oh, it's a change up for sure.
Yeah, it'll be nice. It'll be a treat for everybody out there. Looking at the junior field, we got Granger in first place, 109 putts made, 34% accuracy. We got Grant, 28 putts made, with 11% accuracy. And Jackson with 26 putts made, 36% accuracy. In case you're wondering about the percentage there on those last two, Jackson's only come for 2 events, and Grant has been here for 7 out of the 9. And we love it when Grant comes out. That's Terry Hudson's son. Yeah, whole family comes out. Honestly, it's always good
awesome.
to catch up with that card out in the putting arena. But yeah, just a reminder for this event, the winners not only get their trophy or get their names etched in the trophy plaque in the tap room downstairs, but they also get brand new MVP Rover cart version 2.
Yeah, that's
bag
cart.
Yeah.
It's a nice one too, because it's not like if you already have a disc golf bag, you don't really got to change much. It just makes it a little bit easier to carry without getting into the whole builds on Zukas and all that. So. And
shout out to MVP for not only providing the carts, but if it wasn't for them, obviously we wouldn't be able to provide the amount of prizes and trophies and everything that we're able to provide week to week out there for all the players. MVP certainly helps make that possible. And huge shout out to MVP for all the support, as well as Legends of the Chains. We got a little something from them to give out each week. PAX Elite, the Outdoor Center, the PDGA actually gave us enough discs to finish out the season with. So, a lot of people have stepped up to enhance the prizes. PAX Elite, we've got Northway Brewing chipping in prizes. We've got Shitty Coolers, which they've been great to work with as well. We've got one more Shitty Cooler to give this season. That'll be for week 11.
Yeah.
We've been doing all of the odd weeks, but that's probably, I guess we can take a little quick gander at these discs going out this week. What do you got there? In my hand, I've got an Axiom Insanity, and this is one of the PDGA stamped ones. Pretty cool.
I bagged that. It is. I think I've said it before, but it really is a good disc. I know sometimes you get a random L2 or an R2 mold, and you fall in love with it. That's one of those ones. Nice glow on the rim too, so you can play it year round.
For sure. I also got here a New England Tour Series 2025 DFX stamped Crave, absolute gem.
Let me see that thing. I love that stamp.
That was one of my favorites in the DFX box that we got. Shout out to DFX as well, huge sponsor to the league, making sure we're able to give out a couple of custom stamped discs each week. Actually I have one in my hand right now. This one's on a mint disc, although I'm not sure of the mold. It is like a fairway driver, low speed. From Gateway, we have the Speed Demon, and this is actually a death putt stamped. That's one of the characters in the Legends
What's
of the
disc
Chains
again?
That's a Speed Demon by Gateway. I think it's more like a Pro-Line plastic, not entirely premium grade. It's a high-speed driver of sorts. But yeah, that was donated by Legends of the Chains, along with another deck from those guys.
That's great.
Yeah. Well, what was this disc that you had?
A Defy.
A Defy Eclipse.
I think Eclipse Defy. Yep. Eclipse plastic. Really cool swirl on the rim.
Got this soft neutron proxy.
Ooh.
Little lab second.
Dyer's Delight here too.
It is a beauty. It just feels good in the hand.
Is this it's a soft?
Yeah.
I was gonna say it felt like it.
And this is another Dyer Delight here.
I wouldn't mind taking that home.
This is a Fireball. Neutron Fireball.
With a red rim, so that kind of works in its favor for lightweight too.
And then I'm sure you know what this one is.
Are you making fun of me, or is it oh, it's an Ascend.
Yeah.
I feel it. A little stiff, but I like it. 169 is a good weight for these. Not in the wind, but I think I've got it dialed on the simulator. But yeah, dude, the raffles really do make. They add a level to putting league.
Yeah, we also have a gift card here. This is for the river rafting pass for one on the Sacandaga River. at Wild Waters Outdoor Center. Huge shout out to the Outdoor Center for providing us with those. We've been giving away one each week. I'm sure everybody's noticed we've had a giant 12-person inflatable raft in the middle of hole 4, side of hole 4, hanging on the shelves on hole 4, the staircase, you name it. But we've given that space to them, and they have a special prize week 12 for us. A little different. It's actually for more. This right here, these are just for a general rafting experience down the Sacandaga River. Mm-hmm. The ones we're giving out at the end of the season, those are going to be for the retreat.
Yeah.
I think those are valued at around like $250.
Sweet.
Something like that. But huge shout out to the Outdoor Center for providing us with those prizes. It's been great having them on board, and cool little, marketing piece out on the layout never hurts, right? It's a little bit cooler than just throwing a banner on the wall and saying...
It's becoming sort of an icon on the putting league for the year with the waterfall hole and all that, so we might bring back the box truck. I know for next week, I think for the raffle, we're going to be doing, we have to find out, because it's a mystery prize.
You got to be there.
Last 2 weeks we did 2 hours of the new simulator. So I think one of them already started to get used. Jace won it last week. So
Yep. And speaking of the simulator, man, what a project. When we got into this, me personally, I had no experience in simulator builds at all. So
none of us really.
I think week to week we learn something new and we enhance it in some way, shape, or form. But I am proud of what we have built here. I've seen a lot of posts as people start to order the Get Heiser 1, and it becomes more available in the States now. And you see it, more importantly on the East Coast now, whereas before ours, they were kind of like exclusively a West Coast thing. Just they were that new, and
it's a higher density of disc golf in the West Coast, I would argue too. But maybe I'm speaking gibberish there. I'm pretty sure, at least from population density with Texas, and Texas, I don't know if you consider that West Coast, but it is. There's a lot of disc golf out in California. It's one of the highest states, if I'm not mistaken. So wouldn't be surprising.
Yeah. So with it, though, we've seen, since we've marketed a little bit for them about the product, right, documented some of our builds, we kept throwing stuff on the stories and kind of taking people along for the ride with us. And, it's been awesome. We've had a lot of people contributing to, enhancing, the space on some way, shape, or form. And, I see these other posts, right, and I'm so happy to see the Heiser 1 kind of being, more widely spread, on the States. But, with it, super proud of our build, you know what I mean? Because our build is very, very clean. I see people send me clips and links of other people showing theirs, and, it's like, genuinely proud of what we've built. We've got a clean product in there, and we're still not 110% happy with it. And I think the next thing that we're actually tabling tomorrow is the lighting, right? We just want the lighting within the bay to be a little bit softer, not as aggressive. We don't want the screen to be washed out in any way, shape, or form. So the lighting that we do have in there and directing it accordingly, kind of putting it we need lighting, right, for the launch monitor to see your body and to see your mechanics and to see the disc. And without proper lighting, we just don't get that. So the lighting we have in there now is a little bit overkill.
It's sufficient, but it's a bright LED. You need, like we talked about, there's...
Yeah.
Back then, everything LED, I feel like, was that bright white. You know, a lot of people didn't like LED when it came out because it felt too artificial. I'm sure if you drive down the highway, you can tell when someone has those LED bulbs that damn near blind you, you know?
Yeah.
So they have different styles of lighting that have more of a softer, like a warmer tone to it, if you will, that look a little bit more like the yellow you kind of see in other bulbs, but
Yeah,
small detail, dude.
it is a small detail, and right now, anyone that's played in it has certainly been happy with the play in there, which is great. But you know, we're always looking to make it better. They have a launch camera available now, and that goes kind of in the back of the bay. And
Oh, so is that for like is like slow mo analytics similar to the way Tectus sets up? Is
yeah,
that the point of it?
yeah. So right now, the current launch monitor that's mounted on the ceiling above us gives us metrics from a bird's eye view, right? And so if you were trying to learn from your swing or learn ways to correct your swing or better your swing, so to speak, you might not get like a good representation from that bird's eye view. So the idea is you mount this camera in the back of the bay, and it will provide a slow-mo clip of you. It'll be on the screen for about like 10 seconds. You know, during the flight of the throw, while the disc is flying, you'll be able to see a little. And I think if you're in the training side of, you've been inside the system.
Yeah, there's
so
driving range and training grounds. All
yeah, I think within that area of the program, you're going to be able to kind of take advantage of that.
It's smart. There's some obviously like the data from, you know, your launch angle, the hyzer angle, your speed, stuff like that is very useful to see.
Yeah.
But there's sometimes like how to translate that into changing your swing until you see it on slow mo and you're like, okay, I'm rounding. You know what I mean? My X step is way offline or something like that.
Because there are times where people come in the simulator bay and they'll be like, oh, I thought I had that on hyzer.
Oh, everybody says that in disc golf, yeah.
And you'll be like, you know, you see them throw the disc, and you don't want to. I'm not going to sit there and say like, no, you had that on Anheuser, and so like I think that camera would be useful for people that are confident they're releasing the disc the way they think they are. You know what I mean? And you know, to kind of get a slow-mo representation of exactly how your mechanics are looking, and be able to say, all right, maybe I didn't have that on the hyzer angle that I thought I had.
Right. It kind of makes it complete in the data part because the disc is what's being measured by the monitor.
Yeah.
Even though it reads your body, but then you'd have something to measure the player and the swing and all that.
Yeah, so to be fair, this is just like a swing cam that goes with the system, right? Like, it will not gain metrics from it that will affect the simulation of the disc. That will still only be done with the bird's eye cameras looking down.
It's probably on set for a loop, and then it trims it once it sees movement or a disc release for like previous 5 seconds and last 5 seconds into like little clips, because it would take up a lot of data to do that. So it has to be something where it's constantly on, but then picking when to choose and clip, similar to Tech Disc. But I mean, think about how soon we've had this, but it seems like they just keep. It's still a new product, and it's impressive to see like adding Maple Hill, which is very
Maple
iconic.
Hill's nice. It's
one of most of the pros' favorite discs.
Definitely
Courses.
The hardest course on the sim right now is Maple Hill, and it's not even close. You know, and right now there is, like, if you do want to come in and use the simulator, you are more than welcome to compete in global events. One of them right now is at Maple Hill. Top scores are good for a week. It'll let each player compete on that global event once a day.
Yeah, 24-hour period, right?
Yeah.
I saw that.
And then, you know, I've got local league set up on there right now, where you actually scored around with me on it the other day.
Yeah, I mean,
myself, Lucas.
technically that one wouldn't keep because we were trying to let my daughter throw and stuff like that. You're not supposed to take mulligans during it, but I'm sure we'll throw it again just to
Yeah.
actually do a round with it. But most of the time we try to start a round.
Yeah,
It's
and
faking
there
whatever
is
comes.
a thing on the admin side, right, where I can turn mulligans off, and for tournament play, you know what I mean. We'll always have that off, but this is just like right now we're kind of just like learning how league operates,
Yeah.
and there's already some cool things that I would love to see change on it, right? Like, I would love to see the capabilities to play doubles and to play best disc doubles,
Yeah.
right? And right now that it can't really service that level of action.
Well, I mean, realistically, if the type of programming that it would take, similar to a normal golf simulator, is just before the round starts is pairing players, and then instead of just picking the best shot and measuring it, all it is you pick which shot you play.
Yeah.
It's very
And
simple.
the folks over there in Finland at Get Heiser, they've been really cool about like different requests or
Yeah.
suggestions, right? Like the product's still relatively new, and one of the things that I had mentioned was like having half metrics, right? Like a lot of the MVP, Axiom, and Streamline lineup, you'll see either turn or fade or sometimes
They do
even
the
glide.
0.5s, right.
Yeah, with a .5 attached to it. So I would love to be able to get the flight numbers as exact as we can when we're truly trying to replicate a disc. And
I wouldn't be surprised to see it because
yeah, they already had
same
said
with doubles. It's not like a difficult thing, but I'm sure new product, they still done great things, and with some time and more input from people using it, as more and more people start to purchase them for their own garage or whatever it is, they're going to start seeing like a pattern on like why didn't we think of this, or maybe they're already working on it and they're
Right.
just waiting to release it. So
yeah, no, it's also worth mentioning, I think Tectis working on some new technology. We're still trying to actually get a CTP feature added to League. That might be something you can
really
help
neat.
me with. TechDisc did provide us with a new disc, access to the program. It's kind of in the test phase right now, but the idea is just kind of as you're passing through, just throw a shot into the net. Flight will be simulated on a flat screen or maybe on a projector. We won't do it in our simulator bay, as that's like right in the middle of the putting league layout. And it's actually not good for the tech disc to be thrown into a screen that's tight.
use the net.
Yeah. So
We've touched
we'll
on
have to
that.
simulate that into a net as it's designed to be thrown. And yeah, at any rate, if your drive is closer than the last person's, it'll just ask you to type your name in, right? And then people will continue to throw, and as soon as your throw is, outdone,
Yeah.
new person will enter a name. So
It might even
should
be
be
easier to lock in. Either way, you'd have to input the name. So, yeah, that's a good point. That would be smart to have that as a
yeah.
feature.
I've got to look through the program a little bit more. I want to say, and don't quote me on this because I looked at it briefly before I realized, hey, we got to set up the net for this, and we can't throw it in the screen right now. Where we had just pulled it up. Is like I want to say there's like 5 different options for CTP holes. And so if we can get this thing up and running for next week, the idea is to give away some prizes. It won't cost anything to do the CTP. It will just be just to keep things going and flowing. It's going to be one shot for the night. It's not going to be something you get 4 throws at
No,
throughout
yeah.
the evening like the ace pool. It'll just create another line and a whole nother thing. But this will allow you to come up and kind of adjust your angle, throw your shot, and see the result.
Give it a
And
whirl.
you'll still gain some knowledge of the metrics of your throw while you're at it. Be able to see how fast you threw that shot, what your nose angle is like, wobble, so on and so forth.
Well, I'm sure there'll be a handful of people who have only done putting league that maybe are new and be like, never got to throw it.
Yeah.
like really hard, so like that. But I just thought of an idea for without taking up the space and interrupting putting league would be to pull in the PAX truck into the bay, and maybe we can run it out of that. That way it's less disruptive right after hole 4 or 5. It's like hit it on your way and then go. So
Yeah, that would be really fun. And to know people just get one toss at it both rounds, not even both rounds, just for the whole round, pardon me. Like I said, that'll speed things up a little bit because one of the things we've noticed with tech discs is it takes, multiple tech discs to get through a night where everybody's throwing 4 shots. Tech Disc was kind enough to provide us with another Tech Disc, another huge supporter of our league here. Thank you, Tech Disc. Yeah, this one's a putter too, so I'm excited for the CTP thing. Those shots will be within putter range, and we'll have a brand new Halo putter to kind of test out the whole program and find another reason to give out another prize.
exactly. Yeah, week 12 is going to be pretty awesome for the raffles, which, repeating myself, but the raffles really do add an element to putting league that makes it fun. So
They do, and we do those prizes for honestly a magnitude of reasons. First and foremost, I think it's important to provide prizes that aren't performance based, right? Especially in a scenario like putting league, to be able to have a couple of prizes out there available. Who knows? Maybe you came here and you shot the worst round of your season, and you didn't cash, but you went home with a shitty cooler, or
you're going to forget about your round real quick.
Yeah, those coolers are awesome, and
Or it can be really greedy like Hans and take the ace pie and the shitty cooler home.
Yeah,
and lose some friends in the process.
And so like having those prizes is great for that. Another one of the main reasons why I do it is we've been doing putting league a long time, and nothing worse than congratulating or going to do payouts or prizes, and there's nobody in the tap room to cheer on the people who absolutely shredded during putting league, right?
Yeah.
You get up there and there's like 3 heads, so it gives people a reason to kind of stick around. And lastly, it also just like it helps the bar out a little bit. It's kind of keeps people around. Maybe they grab another drink while they're waiting for their prizes.
And Taco Kings as well, yeah.
Yeah, Taco Kings.
They've extended the time they're open till for putting league this year too, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and with the help of DG Putt, I mean, we're getting out of here 30 minutes earlier than when we were doing paper cards, which was, you see Gail and I on a week-to-week basis when we're out here grinding that putting league, and I mean,
used to be 9:30. It's way closer to 8:45, 9 o'clock that we're pretty much completely.
Yeah, I mean, we've had the earliest we've seen is like 8:15, like the last card leave, and we'll have payouts ready and situated in 10 minutes.
Yep.
And so that's been huge.
It sped up play too. It did.
Yeah, we did. It was brought to my attention that on the player side of DG Putt, it no longer allows you to see the leaderboard unless you are a pro account holder, which means that you've paid for a subscription.
Yeah, I forget how much it is a month, which there might be some usefulness in.
Yeah, I think
that's
that's also like once you get that pro account. If I went through and listed the distances of each of our putting holes each night, which we absolutely could. We have a MVP rangefinder right here to my left. So I mean,
we could easily just lead it, post where the leaderboard is and keep a running tally with that change. But also similar to I mean, I know UDisc took a little bit of flack for raising their prices, but
well, these guys honestly have provided
$250 a month's nothing, dude.
Yeah, they've provided us with an outstanding service. On the admin side, I personally don't pay anything. We've promoted their program a great deal. And we have a partnership with them for our foreseeable future here. And it's been great. All if you go under featured events, anything that we're running at all is always listed
It's
and
top.
tagged. And I mean, we're right there at the top of the rails. Which is awesome to see. I mean,
It's a little bit of reverse marketing too, because someone's gonna be like, "Oh, what's this top one on the top?" And then they're like, 87 people showed up to this place.
yeah, we've actually had a slow last few weeks. Not really sure the rhyme or reason for that. My guess is like the more people I speak to, or if I'm like, hey, so and so's not here, they're like, he's sick. And
Well,
like we
Logan's
saw
a great example. He took on a course, like an electrical course, something basically similar to school or work, and it's Wednesday 6 to 9. But he's prioritizing the right things realistically.
Yeah.
Cody's travel. He moved, so he's a little bit farther away. Made it out last week. Did pretty good. But
Yeah, it was good to see him.
yeah, I get it though. Everyone seems to be working their butts off and working all the time nowadays. So it's if you think about it, our average is still right around 92. I think if I did the math right, it's 88.26 total over 9 weeks, which is like 91 and 0.7 or something like that. So
Yeah,
it's not bad.
I haven't really dug into that as much as we have in years past. It's not really because of promotions. Obviously, we promote it the same, we run it the same, and so like I don't know. I know like Joel last week or the week prior, right, was fighting like the flu bug or something like that.
And his son's wrestling.
We actually didn't see Joe Riley last week, and when I asked Joe C, it was another one. He was like, Joe Riley wasn't feeling so hot and didn't want to get other people sick."
It's that time of year too with the, flu and colds going around. So
Yep.
the bugs.
Yep. But yeah, putting league's still been running great, flowing great. I've had time to go out with the boys. You may see my name up there and be like, why is he getting zeros all the time? That's me having a card just so I can score for my kids. They actually go out with a paper card because Jace or whoever takes them out typically for their round has already scored a round at that point. So they're not able to score a second one
That makes sense.
for somebody else.
You had to add is like, I'm not that bad at putting. Is that what?
Yeah. Well, because I did score a round recently. I did get out there and
you got
play.
12.
I shot 12. Wasn't super proud of that, but
That was our bet from the last time we recorded too. So
Yep.
I'm sticking to MVP mid range all year.
I love it. But yeah, the simulator space is coming along nice, and then on the other side of the curtain there, we have a big MVP order coming our way, which is exciting. Both discs, bags, towels,
Some of the project
all the stuff.
Lab coat, is that what it's called?
Yep, some
Oh,
Project
this,
Lab
the white
Coat
rim.
stuff. Yeah, that's always exciting. I should have. I know they sent me some Bocas and engines to kind of check out, so I'm excited to see those. We did not get Bocas and engines for the shop, though, unfortunately. But we look forward to catching the next drop that we can. And yeah, as far as the shop goes, I think probably the next manufacturer I think we're going to get in will be Discraft.
Yep. You mentioned last time, I think Gateway, which maybe not last time. It's been 2 weeks, but
Yeah, actually, we will have a little bit of Gateway available in the shop as well. But right out of the gate, I don't think we're going to be getting anything from House of Discs right away.
Yeah.
Not to say that we won't. Just from talking with other dealers, at least amongst our region, general consensus being that it's not really flying off the shelves at the moment. So,
Right.
Just being early stage with this kind of whole pro shop endeavor.
Yeah, and it does go hand in hand with the simulator having Heiser 1 running discs a little bit different than simulating a disc with the same one being thrown at the accelerometer. And I know we've touched on it, but
Yep.
if you come in, you're like, hey, this new drop from, I want to try the new Boca. I've never thrown it before. Everyone talks about it all the time. You can actually get to come in and to the shop if you wanted to buy one and test it out on the simulator before, so you can get a feel for how it throws, the hand feel of tossing it without really ruining a disc.
Mm-hmm.
And once
For
it's
sure,
field thrown, it's like driving a car off the lot.
Mike Prince was here earlier, and I took a minute to say, like, hey, while you're in that simulator, throw the Ascend, like a physical one. Simulate an Ascend with it, right? I think you're going to love the late turn in that disc. And, yeah, you cubed one up right off the tee, pured it, literally showed the exact flight numbers you would expect out of the Ascend if you were to just...
It's so accurate.
Yeah, it was awesome. He didn't get full flight, but mostly full flight. He nicked, you know how it is on the simulator if you're throwing through the woods and you clip something, just like normal disc golf. Either stops you dead in your tracks or jumps you down the fairway. But, yeah, the simulator play, I haven't played a round of disc golf since Pyramids when we were working in Massachusetts.
We didn't even, we had played 8 holes and probably played 7 of them, so...
Yeah, that
we're
was
gonna have
actually
to get the Grandel and make some content on that too. Actually,
yep. We were playing Legends of the Chains at Pyramids, and we had to actually leave our round to go meet the guys from Legends of the Chains, which was kind of ironic, but yeah. Either way,
you guys saw what I was about to pull. That's what it was. That was fun though. I mean, that what was it? Third hole in, you had us all putting with our bags in front of us. None of us could make a 6-foot putt with a disc golf bag strapped, facing forward. So,
yeah, that's awesome.
It's nice meeting them too. And I feel I don't remember his name or his wife's name or his kid's name, but they had that cute little 2-month, not even 1-month-old baby or something like that. A great family, but
right.
Super, super nice people.
Yeah, speaking of, we've had a lot of kids come up, check out the simulator space. We did a free play in it yesterday from 12 to 4. We offered free play, just come check it out, throw, score around, have fun with your friends, whatever. And then we did private play 4 to 8, and we had a couple of bookings there. We actually saw Bree and Brandon make an appearance. Pretty fun day out here yesterday. So a lot of people got to check it out. The first 4 people to come in to the sim yesterday had never played disc golf before, ever.
Wow.
And so I sat there, chatted with them, showed them kind of, a couple little throwing styles, backhand, forehand, basic little, here's disc golf kind of tutorial. And the one girl said that her sister lived in Texas and was huge into disc golf, but she had never tried it. And so it was her sister's, interest in the sport, which got her to say, you know what, I'll go upstairs in the simulator and see what they're doing up there today. And I think they ended up scoring and playing maybe 6 or 7 holes, and one guy in the group had thrown before. I forget where he said. Maybe the Saratoga course.
SPAC's super accessible.
Yeah, I think that's where he said he played. But yeah, anyway, it seemed like they were excited about it. And then we had another couple come, and the lady worked for Buffalo University of Buffalo,
nice.
Something like that. And
I assume they have a course on there.
But she was like, why don't we have simulators? We have such a big disc golf scene.
Yeah, Buffalo's huge.
Yeah, she said they have a course right there on the campus. And
what you looking at here?
I was trying to see. We're actually looking at potentially jumping into the amateur worlds with a putting event.
Oh, because you're in New York this year. That's right.
Yep. And so, we did meet and chat with the state coordinator and Sam a little bit about what it would look like. And currently, if it's something that works for everybody, we might go in there on Tuesday the 11th and Wednesday the 12th. So I believe that AM Worlds itself kicks off Saturday and Sunday with some field events and that kind of thing before the competition truly starts. So yeah, there was a few days throughout the week that they were looking at kind of what can we do, and Mike from DFX had kind of sent me a message, hey, are you guys going to be at AM Worlds?
It's much more accessible, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm not really sure. We haven't really looked at it yet, so we kind of started looking into it, started chatting with James and Sam, kind of see if it's something that'll work. But hopefully you'll see us out there.
That would be pretty awesome, especially doing something where it's a little more local to us. And it sounds silly because it's similar distance to
For sure.
to where we just did Expo, but
we've gotten to give out titles on, obviously the league level, the state level. I've given out putting titles on the national level out there at USDGC. So to give out a title for World Championship putting on the AM level would certainly be sweet to do. Anything putting, we're all about it.
that'd be cool.
Yeah, it's something I'm looking forward to. But yeah, other than that, we have NADGT event schedule up and posted. Registration is live for the qualifier B tier at Wild West Ranch. Registration's also live for the 420 Fling doubles event hosted on the 19th of April. And for those of you who did not see the post from Wild West recently, they've officially, I sent them over a quote for new targets the other day, and kind of what T-pads would cost, just like everything in a bulk, to get that second course in. And so that has officially been proposed, and we are awaiting a response. But I know Mark was very confident and hopeful that
Let's see the next step.
Yeah, so
36 goal horse on what's already you said number 14 in the state rating, so 15 maybe, something like that.
Yep. So I mean, it's kind of crazy. Like I actually sent them. Jace ordered us a poster for the shop recently, and it's like 2025 best of New York courses, and it's got Wild West number 14, which is impressive because Wild West is a new course for one, and for two, it's got temp baskets right now.
Private pay to play. There's some
and it's seasonal.
Yeah.
So the fact that it climbed its way into that slot is definitely awesome, amazing to see. And I think one of the things I look forward to the most with the whole project, right, is like, we're going to get that second course, right? But the first course is going to have permanent baskets. And
that's like the finishing touches of the course at this point.
I know. You put permanent baskets at Wild West Ranch, because even myself, I get up there and I'm putting in those. I'm usually pretty good at adapting my putting style for the basket I'm putting on. But boy, those little rascals can be tough. You know what I mean? And so they are Sport 24s, no band. That second row of chains on the chain assembly slides freely on that whole top rail. So those chains can be anywhere.
If you hit high, there's a very good chance of spinning out. Even if it's strong side, it doesn't matter. It will do it. So. A little bit of a lotto ticket there.
For sure. One of the things I've grown to love about the MVP baskets is, as far as the chain assembly goes, each link has its own welded, mounted spot to keep that S hook in the same spot every time. And there's so many other manufacturers that don't have that weld point, that don't have that tab. And that S hook has the freedom on some baskets. I've seen that S hook have the ability to move as far as 6 to 8 inches, right? And so what does that do for catch consistency if you're not certain where those S hooks are sitting? And don't take my word for it. Look at the top of any basket of anything like a Sport 24 or comparable to it.
Yeah.
And so even with adapting your putt with an inconsistent basket like that, it's tough not to get frustrated. So I'll be really looking forward to seeing that place get the baskets that it truly deserves. We're also looking into adding a couple tees on that new layout. And we did just get together our sponsor proposal for the SAW, which is out at Salem Artworks and Sculpture Center. We already cut in that full 18-hole course. Now we're looking for sponsors to help us with the cost of the baskets. Whole sponsorships are $350 a piece, and those are for the lifetime of the course. So if you're an early on supporter of this course, your sign will continue to fly for years to come as long as the course is up. Nice. So that's not something we'll replace. We want to honor that relation with our founding partners. And so we're looking forward to it. If you think of anybody that might be interested in, getting their business name out there, I mean, Salem Artworks and Sculpture Center is a great place to do it. It's not just a disc golf property, it's a sculpture center. It sees foot traffic every day. There's people out there walking, hiking, running, taking dogs out. We've seen a bit of everything out there. So the property certainly gets utilized and the marketing will get seen. So we're looking forward to it. The design came out pretty good. The course is solid. The structure and got good bones and foundation to the course. We left room for long tees in most cases. It's something we're really looking for some community support. If you can help us with any sponsorships at all, we certainly appreciate it. We'll continue to push our sponsor packets out. If you're interested in receiving one or would like to share the information with any business or local business, please feel free to reach out to me directly. That'll be a cool course to see evolve over time, to get the people down at the Sculpture Center more involved. We talked about, those guys sculpting a number for each hole, right? And it's made out of different materials on every hole, and from afar you can see you're going the right way to get to hole 10.
Find an up-and-coming artist that is working with them, be like, hey, we build this, you get your name on it, obviously you get to sign it. Because even as you walk through that first couple of holes, you see a couple of, I don't know if sculptures or just pieces of art that are just kind of lingering there.
Yeah. But, I mean, I'm excited for the future of that course. I truly am. It's in a good location. I think being close to CTK, being able to pair up a great day with two great courses, great views, right? I mean, some nice elevation. Stop in Greenwich, grab some lunch. I think there's definitely something there.
They share a lot in common, yet don't really mimic each other in shot style or anything like that. But I just think of the bomber down on 14 and then the helicopter pad at CTK, completely different shots.
Yeah.
With views and everything, but it really it's reminiscent of it.
I want to, eventually the goal is to get a event that operates at the SAW and on the machine. right? Like that for me is like the perfectly balanced tournament, to
Two
bring to
different styles of
everybody.
play
Yeah,
too.
two different styles of golf. Um, yeah, and there's really no, if you're a distance guy, that really only holds up on the machine, right? If you're an accuracy guy, I mean, and you're
For
not
the
as
most
long off
part, the
tee,
saw, yeah,
yeah, you're going to
or
be stronger at
albatross,
the
but
saw. So, yeah, it'd be kind of neat to do. And you know, Hartford Greens is, always welcoming to disc golf as well. Obviously, we got the permanent course out there, Albatross Creek. But the machine each spring and fall to get to go out on the golf course, it's awesome. So if you haven't,
that's a blast every time.
yeah,
I do horribly every year, but I have a really good time with it. So
yeah, and if you haven't got a chance to enjoy it, I mean, don't let the $20 cart fee scare you off. I understand that disc golf's supposed to be free, so on and so forth, but I will say this, that is a massive course. The machine is huge. Joe Karam walked it one year. I think it took him 5.5 hours,
Yeah.
right? Like, you don't want that.
No.
And so the golf cart certainly makes it a lot more enjoyable, and just kind of provides a better overall experience. And so, yeah, if you haven't come out, check out the course yet, definitely look forward to that in the spring as well. That's about it.
I'm sure we'll talk more in the next coming weeks for updates after disc golf about some of the other events coming up. But that sounds like a good wrap right there. So, what's today? Sunday, the 15th. We will be back in 3 days for week 10.
Yes.
You'd see that leaderboard fight.
Yes, yeah, we'll be back with another leaderboard update, and
Probably a week, but
yeah.
we'll see. Awesome. Bing bong.
Bing bong.